Right, greetings class. Welcome to Mr. Marashanya online lessons. Today we are going to continue from where we left, and today we are on number 11 of June 2023, paper 2, combined science. Okay, please, if you are new on this channel, make sure you subscribe before you watch this video so that the next time I upload the video, you'll be the first person to get a notification message. Okay, so make sure you subscribe. You encourage also other people to do the same. Right. Let's read the question that we're having, which is question number 11. It says nitrogen gas and oxygen gas, which are used in industrial processes, can be obtained from atmospheric air. And item 1, it says describe how the atmospheric air is liquefied. The atmospheric air is liquefied. In actual sense, they are asking you to describe this process called the liquefaction of air. The liquefaction of air. So what is going to happen is that you're going to list all the stages that take place during the liquefaction of what? Of air. Right. So number 1, what is going to happen during this process is that number 1, the air is pumped. That's number 1. The air is pumped, right? The air is pumped into the plant and it passes through a filter. And what is the purpose of filter? The filter is there to remove things like dust. So the filter there is very important for removing dust particles. So number 1, the air is pumped into the plant and it is passed through the filter where dust particles are going to be what? To be removed. That's stage number 1. Okay, and stage number 2 is that the temperature after the air is filtered, which means the air is now free from dust particles, because during the filtration processes dust particles were removed in stage number 1. Then stage number 2, after the air is cleansed, the temperature now is going to be reduced to minus 56 degrees, to minus 56 degrees. So number 1, the air is filtered to remove dust particle, and number 2, the temperature is reduced to minus 56 degrees. What happens if the temperature is reduced to minus 56 degrees? You are going to see that carbon dioxide and water vapor, they solidify and are removed. They solidify and they what? They become removed, right? Then number 3, what is going to happen after reducing the temperature to minus 56 degrees? I said we are going to obtain carbon dioxide and water vapor is they what? Is they solidify. And number 3, that air is then forced into a smaller volume, that its pressure increases. So it is going to be compressed so that it can increase the what? The pressure. And after the air is compressed to increase its pressure, what is going to happen is that the air that is being compressed, it becomes hot. It becomes what? What? Izvo zvekuti inenge yakunyanya kupisa, panenge pakuda manje kuti pachitwa inonzi cooling, and it suddenly becomes cooled. Right. Number 4, tinenge takuchita se kana air yava cooled. The cooled air now is forced to expand. So the process of expansion in stage number 4, it will be done repeatedly until you reach minus 200 degrees Celsius. Okay, so the cooled air is forced now to expand and it cools. And then the cooling and expansion of cooled air inoramba ichiitika until the temperature reaches minus 200 degrees Celsius. Okay, and the liquid air is then pumped into a fractionating column where it is warmed slightly. And what happens after the liquid air is warmed slightly? The gases, they boil off one by one. For example, nitrogen, it boils off at minus 196 degrees Celsius and is followed by oxygen that boils at minus 183 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this is the process for you. The next question, it says, state any one component of A which is removed during the process. One component of A. Chinhu chinowanikwa mu A chinoremovwa chi. Number one, it's obviously is going to be carbon dioxide, CO2, and what? Maybe dust. Because I said in stage number one, the air is filtered to remove dust, and in stage number two, the temperatures are reduced to minus 56 degrees Celsius, and carbon dioxide and water vapor, they solidify and they are removed. Why actually remove water vapor ne carbon dioxide after solidifying? Because anogona block the pipe. So we are going to remove carbon dioxide and water vapor after solidifying so that we can avoid the blockage of the pipe. So ndo two zvinizvo zvaunofana kuti unyore zvinogona kuremovwa, and also water vapor. So you can just say water, it's okay. So we have number 1, 2, 3. These are the 3 things removed from the air during the process. Either you're going to say carbon dioxide, or you're going to say dust particles, or you're going to say water vapor. Next question. Name the method used to separate components of liquid air. I told you this stage, this process, the process that you're going to use to separate components of liquid air, it's called fractional distillation. Fractional distillation. Yeah. Oh, this is the correct spelling. Then item 2, it says state any one use of nitrogen and one use of oxygen. You need also to know the use of nitrogen, the use of oxygen, and also the use of hydrogen. Also, just go and research on that one. Okay. So number 1, use of oxygen. Oxygen obviously is used for medical purposes, and also sometimes it is used for steel making, and sometimes it is used for melting of metals, and also it is going to be used in the conduct process. Okay. Then as for nitrogen, nitrogen is going to be used in the manufacture of ammonia. You know that ammonia is a compound of hydrogen and nitrogen, so it is going to be used in the manufacture of ammonia, or the making of ammonia. Okay, so I want you to use that one, manufacture of ammonia, or you can say fire suppression systems, and also to make my light bulb industries. My light bulbs. Describe a positive test for oxygen gas. Describe a positive test for oxygen. So for us to test the presence of oxygen in anything, we use a glowing splint. Glowing, yeah, it's glowing splint. But this question is saying a positive, which means how do you know that oxygen is present? So your result must show the presence of oxygen. So we use a glowing splint, and when oxygen is present, it relights the splint. It relights the splint. Okay, so the glowing splint we are referring to chikuni chemoto, right? Ukatora chikuni chemoto chacha ukamhanya nacho pansoro, it relights. So chiri kuita kuti chikuni chemoto chiite relighting, it's what? It's oxygen. So we use a glowing splint, and when oxygen is present, it relights the splint. It relights the splint. I think you assisted me too in the next video. Please, if you are new on this channel, please do subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, because I'm going to upload many videos here that are going to help you as you are going to prepare for November and June exams. Meet you in the next one. Don't forget to invite your friends, your loved ones, and also to share our videos. Also, if you find this video very helpful, don't forget to like and also comment. Okay.